I figured I can do a clean and chat video because I don't have a lot of energy and tired, and it's been two long weeks, honestly, feels like. But I also know my bedroom's a disaster. What's else is new, to be honest? And we saw earlier, like Sunday, I got a little laundry done, but as you can see, I actually got a lot of laundry done. Now I just gotta put it in there. There's another basket here too, and there's the remnants of Anna's, and I gotta do her laundry again. And then there's still that issue, and I gotta flip this all over because this bed sheet clearly does not work for this bed at all, and it just needs a refresh anyway. So I'm gonna work on all that, and then if I'm lucky, I can tackle this because it's been bugging me. For now, I'm just gonna start with my own stuff because I gotta start at home before you go knocking on other people's doors because I have issues like that. Is that the sweater I was looking for this morning? No, it's not. Okay. I was trying to find the matching sweater to these pants so I could have the outfit today, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, okay, now you know you have to clean because you can't find things. Anyways, I'm gonna grab some hangers and I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna chat. Okay, I'll bring over a little bit more from the other pile. And work over here a bit, because a lot of it is pajamas, and pajamas go right here. So, taking it to the source. But all the other stuff that's hangers will just hang up beside me, I think. Oh, this is good. Should I close everybody lighting? I should probably close everybody lighting. Is that better or worse? Ooh, that looks worse somehow. Worse. Okay, we're just gonna swap over here instead. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, and if you can tell, Anna's summer clothes that we also get to take downstairs and eventually organize. Yeah, I got a lot to work too. Alright, where do I start? Okay, I'll start back to last week. I was late getting out the other video, so it was a lot of footage to go through. It was a lot of cool footage, but it was a lot of footage to go through. And I have a bad habit. Sometimes when I get too much footage, I put it off to last minute, and I still want to use all the cool footage, and I have to go through it all, and then it ends up me making the video late. But you get a cool video out of it. Often you get half an hour video. So that's what happened there. That was my Monday, and I think Tuesday, for the most part, because I was just tired the next day and slept. And then what you might not know is that Thursday, I had an appointment coming up to see my doctor, and I knew he was going to do like the thing where you measure the heartbeat, or you can hear the heartbeat with that device. And I wanted to hear the heartbeat, of course, but how else do I want to describe this? You know, you get like little voices in your head, and it's one of those things where like, okay, you know it's silly, but you don't want to listen to them, and you try and rationalize through it. That is my first pregnancy too, where for the first, until I felt kicking. Long story short, I have a constant fear of losing the baby, and I try to talk myself out of it. I try to prove to myself it's okay, like hold my stomach in certain areas and gives me comfort. I feel like I felt something or whatnot. One thing is that when I have an appointment coming up, I prepare myself for the worst, because it's always easier to be happy about something than to find out it was that and then be shocked. So I mentally prepared myself, but at the same time, I guess it was slightly depressing to do that to myself leading up to the appointment, and my anxiety got the better of me, and I didn't mean to get out of hand, but whenever I get that worked up, my body goes like, okay, you're obviously not okay. And when you're not okay, you need to reset. And what do you do to reset? You go to sleep. All day, I can say, the day I had completely planned to film and be a good vlogger and do this cleanup, all this cleanup, was last Wednesday. And did not happen. I slept that whole day. I slept so hard, Andrew was like genuinely concerned for my well-being, that like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just tired. And it's like, no, that was my body. Like at the time, I really thought I was just tired. Maybe I had like overworked myself, or it was just a part of the pregnancy where the nausea was getting worse again, and the way my body fights nausea is sleep. That's what I thought was going on. I truly didn't think it was my anxiety holding me back or whatever. But turns out it was, because on Thursday was a big day, because so originally we were supposed to do this together as a family to go see a doctor, but of course, I think it was like a week ago or something. Andrew's work's like, ha, funny you. That's gonna be a fancy work day that we all go to the office together and have fun stuff or whatever. And it's important that he shows up to those, because he only really shows up once and has to go in the office once a month. So if you don't show up, it's kind of bad. So I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll just take Anna with me and it'll be fine. The whole day, Andrew, like I went and saw my sister-in-law who just had her little boy, and I got to see my mother-in-law and stuff because she's still there helping out with him. The whole day Andrew was messaging me and like try and talk to me and make sure I'm okay. And the thing is like, of all the people that I can just instantly break one of my walls when I'm not okay. And this was getting the peak of my anxiety, because it's like the day of, and the appointment was until 3, and I'm like taking care of Anna by myself and I have to drive around. It was like the peak of my anxiety just going to the and so when he kept asking me if I was okay, I kept shutting him down like hard, and I felt bad. But the thing is, like, if I told him how I really felt or opened up even just a little bit, it would just go out. It'll be gone. The floodgates would be gone, and I would just lose my composure for the day. And on a day like this where we had to get stuff done and I had to drive around with Anna in the back and stuff like that, I did not want to be an emotional wreck. And at this point, I had realized what the stress was getting to me about. It's like one of those things where fake it till you make it. So thing is, though, I had to be really cold to Andrew the whole day, and he honestly thought I was livid at him. He thought he had done something terrible, and that he felt so bad, and he was just trying, but he knows better in these kind of situations. Sometimes it's better when he sees me, or he'll better when I cooled off a bit, or like he knows that we'll talk when we have a chance. I went to the appointment and it was good. I heard the heartbeat. I was so happy, and like I didn't cry. I almost cried, but I didn't. I was just cracking jokes with him. My doctor, he's a very light-hearted guy. I love him. He's such a nice guy. He's just like out of nowhere. Like as he was leaving the room, it's like, "You're a really good mom. You're meant to be a mom." But it was just like, oh, tearing up now. Okay, stop. Anyways, this is supposed to be catch-up period, so that all went down, and I finally saw Andrew at the end of the day, where he got off work, and he's like, "Are you okay?" Like he like approached me, like he thought I was really mad, and I was at that point I was like, the responsible parent hat off. I don't have to drive anymore. I can just breathe. And I bawled my eyes out in this work parking lot. At that point, I told him what I had realized that day, why I was so off all week and stuff like that, and like the stuff you just don't realize sometimes until it hits you. He hugged me and he apologized. He was like, oh, I should have been there, kind of thing. And I feel like I'm going to gaslight myself. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have these feelings. It's like, okay, my feelings are valid. Like shit, like this happens to people. They feel like this. I remember this from my last pregnancy too. It's not going to feel better until the kicking starts, and then I'm going to complain about the kicking because, like, it's kicking at 2 a.m. probably, and there's no winning. There's no winning at all. Friday, I think, was just the feeling of like, like weight off your shoulders kind of feeling, and I just slept again and stuff like that, and took care of the house and picked up things because like I was so stressed and sleeping all week. A lot of things just fell to the wayside. Like the kitchen went bad. My ongoing battle of fruit flies continues. They're in the diaper bin now. I've been slowly trying to get rid of them. like luckily they can't really escape from that thing because like shark teeth where you can get in but it can't get out, but then they start living in there, and I can throw them out without letting them escape luckily either, but like it's just so weird and gross, and ugh, I don't want to think about it right now. Honestly, I need to hire more spiders. Anyways, so that was my Friday. And then Saturday was another big day because we had, so the last time we had seen Andrew's grandfather was back in May. I think it was Mother's Day weekend. At that time, he was still living in his apartment at home. Since then, he had another really bad fall. And then I believe sometime in June, maybe June or July, he ended up going into a home because after that bad fall, like he already had assisted living care. But after that fall, it was just too much even for her that he couldn't do much on his help her get in and out of the tub or wash himself or cook, yada yada. So he ended up going into a home. We saw a picture of him from I think it was Andrew's brother. Andrew's brother had went to go visit him because they had a new baby and wanted to show him, of course. And he just, those night and day pictures, like it just, it was so different. And I felt like I was showing Andrew, I'm like, I felt like we just saw him and he looks like a completely different person now. Like it's just, and we decided that, okay, next chance we get, we're going to see him because of just how our summer was and how if you're not booking us to like at least 2 months in advance, you can hope there's a random cancellation, but most of the time it's not going to work, which is not a good thing. I know we're too busy and that's not helping with me, household, and I just want to enjoy my own people. We ended up driving like 3 hours out to go visit him. We only planned to go out there to go visit him for a couple hours and come home and reset the house and just clean and go. Grocery shopping was another big one. And when we went there to go see him, the first hour was fantastic. Anna was playing with him. It was so cute. Playing, giving him flowers, going picking Ryan back to him. He loved it. After an hour, Andrew's brother showed up with his wife and the baby that I talked about earlier. It turns out they also felt like it was a good weekend to go see him. We were just like, oh wait, like we didn't coordinate this at all. We didn't. It was just a funny coincidence. So since we don't see him that often because like it's like a good like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. So we were like, well, what are the odds that we just both happen to go this weekend? Let's have dinner together. So home until about 10 p.m. So we're just exhausted. It was a long day, car trip, and everything going on. So we slept, and we like slept so hard that like we slept in on Sunday even. So and then on Sunday I was planning to film a bit in the morning, which I did, which you saw the bit with the laundry and stuff like that and hanging it. I had forgotten though that we made plans that evening. I say evening, like lunch until dinner, playing board games. So we played board games. It was so much fun. We celebrated. It's our friend's birthday, and that's why we like want to make deal. Like we were originally supposed to do it on Tuesday, but he got sick, so we rescheduled for Sunday lunch, and that worked out really well and so cool. We could probably got to play one of our new cool board games. And Monday, I had full plans to be a responsible blogger and film, but at this point the kitchen was a disaster and it was one of those things where like I get something stuck in my mind like no, I wanted to film this, cleaning the room together and chatting and catching up. So I ended up cleaning the kitchen and that's pretty much all I really got done that day. Late Monday night we got a phone call from Andrew's uncle saying that his grandfather had a heart attack and it wasn't looking good. By the next morning he had passed away. So I'm not sure. The funny thing is, like that morning we went to go visit him on the Saturday morning, he had told us like he wasn't feeling too well and he just started new medication and maybe he shouldn't come just in case he was actually sick. And we're like, look, we know it might not be the best visit, like you might not be put your best foot forward that day, but we want to come see you. And the other big thing was I wanted to tell him I was pregnant, and we still haven't really shared the news with, like we're slowly still telling people, like family members and stuff like that. Personally, they don't watch this. Well, most of our extended family members don't watch this, and so I want to tell them personally before we make it public on socials or whatever. He was so happy when we told him. We went anyway, and I'm so glad we did, because had we not gone, we would never have seen him again. And per his wishes, he wants to be cremated, and he didn't really want a service or anything. He was a very to himself person, but he was a very warm and loving person as well. So we had heard he had a heart attack on Monday night. We were more at peace of it than what we thought, because I got to say hi to him. I got to tell him about my baby. Got to see Anastasia. I got to talk to Andrew, and we got to hug him goodbye and tell him we loved him and stuff. So I felt more at peace with it just because of that, you know. So that leads us to today, because we took yesterday as a family day just to be together, got some shopping done and stuff like that, and now we bring us to today, where I'm like, okay, I can finally film today. Like, obviously it was hard. I had to bring myself to come film today because it's been so long that I try to talk to the camera, do something to the camera. Like, I felt like a wall. I had built a wall, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. I need to we need to chat. We need to talk, and I need to get stuff done. This is a good excuse to get things done and chat with you. So that's been my week. And if you're wondering why I didn't post a video, now you know. I'm sad about that, to be honest, because I was doing so good. I was doing so good being every week, but obviously life has to give you a couple curveballs. It is what it is. I'm sorry if you're looking forward to it. I'll keep trying to do good about posting and posting on time. But for now, I ran out of hangers. I'm going to put away what I got so far and see where I'm at with everything else in the room. What I want to focus and see. I think what I want to focus on, that's like, I could just keep doing my laundry, but I think I'm going to make the bed because that kind of been bugging me more and I want it to look pretty. I'm going to do that next. Luckily, I have another pile of laundry in the other room. That's all bedding that needs to be put away into this little container that I haven't gotten around to doing yet. I have no idea if this one's gonna fit nicely or not, but we're gonna find out. Barely any room to move in the side of the bed. Need to clean this all up. It keeps putting things in the corner of the bed when I tell him not to. Looks like it should fit. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Is it a king? I hate fitted sheets. How'd you do that?
What do you mean?
I look away for 2 seconds because the camera was being funky, and you've already fixed it. I hate fitted sheets. You think it's a king?
It does look pretty big, eh? Well,
Like, what's that?
I feel like it's wide, but not as long.
Well, yeah, they're all supposed to be the same length. Like a king and a queen are the same length. They're just different widths.
Maybe it is a king. Who cares? It works.
Mom, I know you're listening. Can we have a nice bed sheet, preferably in a blue to match this painting for Christmas? Thanks.
No. You got money for such too.
I'm asking my mommy for Christmas. I'm sick and tired of having not bed sheets that don't fit our bed. This is ridiculous. This is why I have problems with bed sheets.
Which is fine.
It's ugly.
Only you and I are in here.
I have to look at it.
Look. Oh. You won't see it. Here,
No. Look at this. I had to walk in and look at it. The other one was too small. This one was too big.
too big is better than too small.
I agree.
Tuck it down.
Yeah, but as soon as we sit on it, it's going to be ruffled again.
No, I'll fix it again. You say, Andrew, this looks ugly. I hate it. Now I'm depressed. And guess what? That's what husbands are for. You fix it. Look at that. Look how wonderful that looks. Wow, it looks like it fits. Great. Yeah, this is just a little extra dangly bit. We paid extra for that.
We didn't pay anything for that. Pretty sure you got these all free from your mom's house somewhere. Well, this is where I ended off. I'm not using the voice mic right now, so let's see how different it is. But got all those clothes put away. Find some pillowcases. The duvet is not washed yet. We didn't get around to that, but I got another one I can grab. These are my dirty laundry clothes I need to go through. Shoes I was going through for Anna. I started making a dent into this, but I've clothes for next year and too big of clothes and things to go through, but got all her clothes out of there. And I can see the floor here again, so that's nice. If you can't tell, it's much later. I never got to this, but there's always next time. I'm going to call it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.